Okay guys, it is Sunday. I'm not exactly sure of the date. I think it's the 11th. Somewhere around there. I'll make sure I date the video. But we are getting ready to do our Facebook Friday recipes. And this particular week we are going to do 3 different recipes. One being the meatball subs on a stick. And I was not able to find the Pillsbury breadsticks, so we're going to make our own out of just some Pillsbury biscuits. This is not the flake ones, it's just the country style. We have our turkey here. We already got one pound of turkey. We have got our breadcrumbs. We've got our Parmesan cheese. That's a half a teaspoon of each of those. Then we need a teaspoon each of the dried oregano, basil, and parsley. We've already got those mixed into one bowl. And also a half a teaspoon of crushed peppers. Now, I did not have that and could not find it, so we're just going to go ahead and replace it with a cayenne pepper. We also have our 2 cloves of garlic already minced over there. And instead of marinara, we need the mozzarella cheese to sprinkle over the meatball subs once they're done. There's a cup of that. I did not get the marinara sauce. It was just a little too rich for my blood, so we've got regular spaghetti sauce. And we have got our little sticks that we're going to put these on. And JC, in his fine green Sunday shirt, is going to help me with all of these recipes. This is just the one. And I'm going to go ahead and bring you over here to the next one, which is going to be our bacon bombs. Now, it says that we need 1 can of Grand's flake layered biscuits, which I have here, and a cubed mozzarella cheese, a 1 by 1 inch cube per bomb. We're going to use Monterey Jack cheese, and we're going to cube that ourselves. And then 2 pounds of bacon, which is a pound of bacon per bomb. You're going to make 4 bombs per biscuit, and there's 8 biscuits, so that's 32 bombs. So you'll need at least 32 slices of bacon. And we are going to use toothpicks to hold those together. And the third recipe is going to be the Hooters fried pickles. This is supposed to be a copycat recipe from Hooters. I've never eaten there before, but I've heard from others that their fried pickles are really good, so hopefully this recipe will be good. But we have got our vegetable oil over here in our pitcher. We've got our pickles. We've got our milk, all-purpose flour, whole wheat flour, salt, paprika, and cayenne pepper. I need to add my salt in there, guys. I forgot it. And besides from that, that's all our ingredients that you will need for the fried pickles. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get all of these ingredients to the next stage, and we are going to pause the video and we'll be back. Alright, wanted to come back and kind of show y'all where we are. This is where we've taken the biscuits to make the meatball subs on a stick. You're just taking your biscuit and you're rolling it out like you used to with Play-Doh and making the really long snakes. And we're going to use that to alternate between the sausage meatballs here that JC's got going on. They're about an inch in diameter. And again, he's going to put them on, rotate that and the dough. Over here we have got our bacon bombs going on. JC's cut the cheese into 1 inch by 1 inch squares, and I've quartered the biscuit, so we've got 32 biscuit cuts here. And I've went ahead, I have the larger style of bacon, so instead of using a whole strip of bacon per bomb, I'm only going to use a half of a strip of bacon per bomb. I've got my oil over here heating up to 350 degrees, so we'll be ready to get those going here in a little bit. And also we've got our oil, which is just about ready for our fried pickles. I've got some water going for some pasta that we're going to serve with this meal, and I've got the marinara sauce or spaghetti sauce toward the back there on low. I've already put my pickles in the buttermilk as the recipe calls for. And I've mixed all the other ingredients into this bowl. the all-purpose flour, the whole wheat flour, and all the seasonings. And here in a little bit, what we'll do is we'll take those pickles from the buttermilk and dredge it over here into the flour. And then I'm going to set it on this rack and kind of shake the excess flour off and then start placing it into the oil. And it's almost like dumplings. It's asking you to not just place a handful in at a time, because if you do, the pickles will not get crispy. So that's where we're at right now, folks. This video is going to cover all 3 Facebook Friday recipes. And I think everything will hopefully turn out good. We'll be back in just a little bit. Okay, JC has already started on making the meatball subs on a stick. And as you can see, they're looking more and more like the picture did with the recipe. And he's continuing with that. I think we've got a total of 60 meatballs. It's going to make 12 sub sticks. I've already put my cheese cube into my quartered biscuit. And I've got some that's already got the bacon wrapped around it. And as you can see, all I did was stick a toothpick through it to hold it on. My oil is just now getting it pretty close to the 350 degrees, so it won't be long. I'll be starting those. Again, the pickle oil is ready. The spaghetti water, the pasta sauce water is ready. And here is where I was saying that I was just going to use this to, I put my pickles from the buttermilk and I've added it into this this flour base here with all-purpose flour and the whole wheat flour and the seasonings. And I dredged it in that, and then I put it on this rack so I could shake all the loose flour off. And I'm getting ready to start frying those pickles. So we are at a stage to where we're going to pause it for a little bit, and when we come back, some of this stuff should be ready to show you at a finished product, hopefully. Be back in a bit. Okay, our fried pickles are done. I have sampled one. They seem a little darker than what is in the recipe picture. These were made with a whole wheat flour and a little bit of all-purpose flour. I think that's the reason for it to be in more of a darker brown versus a golden brown. But the pickles cook very, very fast, so you may want to wait and actually do those last. We are doing our second batch of bacon bombs. This is the first batch. I've noticed that even though I did try to roll it up as tightly as I could, as you can see, there's some cheese that has made it out of the bacon bomb and is cooking in there. So, I don't know, maybe there's a few creases that I missed. So you may want to just make sure that you try to close that biscuit ball around that cheese as good as possible. And we've got our pasta going over here, and it's cooking, and our marinara sauce or spaghetti sauce is warming up. So, oh, that's right. JC has got the meatballs on a subs on a stick in the oven. So next time we come back, everything should be done, and we'll be back in a little bit.